Hello Geminis, happy birthday to you. This is your birthday month. I wish you a very, very happy birthday for your birthday month. This is your reading for June 2018. This is a general reading, Geminis, so some of it may resonate with you, all of it may resonate with you. Also listen to your rising sign and your moon sign. Some months they'll resonate more for you than your sun sign will. I have had a few questions about inquiries about how do you get to know what your rising sign and your moon sign is. What you do is there's a lot of astrology sites on the internet, so you can Google free astrology chart and you type in your birth date, your place of birth and your time of birth if you know it, which will give you a much more accurate chart, and from there you can generate and print off your chart and you'll get that basic information from there. So you might find that helpful. So go ahead and Google that if you're not sure about what your rising sign and moon sign is. Gives you a little bit of added insight. These are general readings. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can follow the link below to my website and you can book a reading from there, and that will give you a far more accurate reading for you because it will be specifically for you. But I hope that these are helpful for you, so let's get started with this. Also, I'd like to thank you for subscribing, for viewing, for sharing, for my channel. I really appreciate that. So I've done your spread, and I'll show you each card as I read it. It's quite a good spread. It is your birthday month, which means it's your birthday year. It's your sun year from birthday to birthday. So it's like the beginning of a new year for you, and it's about how you approach it and how you utilize the energies and what you do with it as to what the year ahead is like and how it progresses and how you view it, because of course life is all a matter of perspective, really, isn't it? The first card that is your significator is the High Priestess. Now this can be male or female, it's not gender specific, but the High Priestess is someone that is quite confident, quite spiritual, quite intuitive, has the elements balanced, the emotions, the air, all the water, air, fire and earth signs are all very balanced. There's a lot of emotion that comes with the High Priestess, as you can see from her blue flowing gown, which looks like water. The wings that are portray air, portray the thoughts and ideas. Intuition plays a really big part as well. So for you, intuition is really, really important in this particular phase, in this month, in June. Use your intuition, use your gut. You're going to be inspired or moved to do particular things, take particular actions, listen to particular people, go to particular places. You're going to have this sort of stirring of, oh, I think I feel like doing this, or I feel like going to this particular place. Do it. Follow your instincts. Follow what you're motivated to do, because from that things will unfold for you. So it is really about being in touch with that intuitive side of yourself. It is about also meditating. So meditation is going to play a really important part to still the mind so that the intuition can come forward, can motivate, can give you some sort of direction as well. That's going to be really important. And why that's important, because what's crossing you here is the Ace of Pentacles. And the Ace of Pentacles is about new beginnings. Pentacles traditionally is about abundance, but for me, abundance is not just financial abundance. Abundance is everything. It's your happiness, it's love, it's luxury, it's beauty, it's financial. It's all things, it's health. So it's a real turning point for you. I feel like it's a real turning point. It's about new beginnings. So use this month of June, use your birthday month to really reflect on where you've been, where you've come from and where you're going, what you're wanting, what your desires are, where you want to be, what you want to create, What sort of reality do you want to create for yourself? The opportunities are there to bring in this newness, It's about, I want to say, relationships that aren't quite fitting for you. They don't fit right, is the word that I'm hearing. They don't fit right. If they don't fit right, then you've got to consider what you're wanting and where you're wanting to move to from there. Is that going to be good enough for you? For some of you, it's, but I think for a lot of you, it's going to be about relationship. Issues with the relationships are going to come up. If you're in a relationship, it's about reassessing it. It's about either strengthening it or letting it go. It's about moving to the next stage or moving away so that you can start again. If you are starting a relationship, it's really about reviewing it and looking at what patterns you've fallen into in the past and making sure you don't repeat those patterns, to start this new life afresh, to start it with a different step, with a different dance, if you like, but moving forward and learning from things from the past. If you're single, it's opportunities that are opening up for you, things that are going to come your way, and it's about following your instinct, following your gut, being motivated to go to particular places. You never know who you're going to meet, and so bringing in change in your life, bringing in what you're seeking in your life. It's really very exciting for you. I feel really, really good about all of that. So great start, that's the whole reading really, isn't it? Let's just leave it at that. No, we won't leave it at that, Geminis. But it's an absolutely fantastic start to June, which comes with, it is your birthday month, and you are going socializing, mixing with friends, meeting new people, bringing in change, reevaluating. What's underwriting that is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is about financial success. For those of you that are starting a new venture, that are starting a new business, it's going to be quite successful for you. And I feel like they're telling me 3 months from now, you're going to start seeing results. You're going to start reaping some benefits of that venture. Some of you are going to start seeing financial successes coming from it. Others of you are going to use it as a stepping stone. So you'll start this venture, but it will see you move to something better, something bigger and something better. So it's like a stepping stone to something better. But it's important that you start. So in 3 months, in that 3-month period, and it's going to vary slightly on either side for different Geminis, but it's going to be within that period that you're going to see the benefits. But I feel like it also comes because you have this sort of determination. It's like you've got this newfound strength and understanding of what you're wanting to achieve, the expectation is what I'm hearing, the expectation that you have of your life and what you're wanting to get from it. A lot of success. So a lot of that is your determination, your setting of goals, your understanding of where you want to be and what you are going to accept. Near enough is no longer good enough. You really want to achieve what you're going to set out to achieve. So I feel like June is going to see a real determination in you to move forward, and that moving forward is about the Wheel of Fortune. It's about the Wheel of Fortune, and you have had a bumpy ride. There's no doubt about it. I really feel like this wheel has really taken you down into the depths, taking you down into, it's tested you, it's challenged you, and you've risen like the phoenix out of the ashes. You've risen out of very, very difficult times to get yourself to where you are. So it's not by chance or by luck that you have these cards. You have these cards because you've earned them. You've worked for them. You've struggled with it. You've come out of very difficult times. You've developed a strength of character, and you have a determination to not go back to that place, to improve your life, to really seek and gain what you're wanting out of your life, which is absolutely fantastic. So I don't feel like, oh, aren't you lucky? Luck doesn't come into it. It's you've earned this. You've earned this. And the wheel of fortune is now swinging in your direction. It's moving you into better times. But only through your hard work, Gemini. So well done to you, because it's that's gotten you where you are. When in the recent past, there has been a lot of reflection about past situations, past memories, past relationships, times in the past that you reflect on. The past is a funny thing. We always see it with rose-coloured glasses. We always see it as being better than it really was. And so there's that sort of reflection. So you have spent a time where you've been thinking about past events. If only, but there isn't an if only. Those things happen, and there's reasons for those things to happen because they move you along, like the wheel of fortune just keeps turning and moving you forward and moving you to better horizons, better challenges, better situations. Always there's that movement, there's that change, and change is the only thing that's constant. Nothing else can be held onto. Change is the only thing that we can be guaranteed of in this earth plane. So you did spend a time reflecting, and that's okay. But there's certainly now is a time to be moving forward, and everything, and things that have happened in the past. Well done to you. You have done well. There's not a what if. It is what it is, and it's now time to embrace what's being shown to you in June, because it really is. I feel like what I'm seeing for you is, you're really pushing this load uphill, and it's been this uphill struggle to get this load up the hill, and you've reached the pinnacle, you've reached the tip of the mountain, you've reached the top, the summit, and now it's going down the other side, which is going to be easier, more joyful, and you get to the view once you're at the top. When you're walking up the mountain, you don't see anything but the mountain. But when you get to the summit and start moving down the mountain, you get to see the horizon, you get to see what's laid out before you, and that's where you are, Geminis. That's where you are. You have also got the Seven of Swords here, and that to me is an indication of someone not being completely honest around you. So while you're in this fabulous place, don't judge everyone by your euphoria, by your fabulous feeling, by your joy, by your success, because not everyone has your best interests at heart. So don't be blinded by your success. Still be aware that there's people out there that aren't going to have your best interests at heart, that do want to ride the crest of your wave, that do want to share that feeling that you have, that success that you have. So be mindful of people around you. All right? Always read between the lines. Always be aware also of your environment. Always be aware of your environment, because while you're coming down that mountain, there are cracks, there are crevices that you could fall in. So be careful, okay? Be aware, be alert. Don't be so engrossed in looking at the horizon that you're not going to see where you're walking, okay? Because people are going to cross your path and think, oh, I want some of what they've got, because that's great. But they haven't earned it, you have, okay? So be mindful of that. It's going to be, it may be some small event or small things that people are, little jealousies. For some of you, it's going to be the potential of being quite a big deception. So it'll vary for each of you, but just be aware. Just be aware. Really scrutinize things before you sign anything, before you give your answer. If someone wants an answer from you and they're in a hurry to get an answer from you and they want an answer immediately, alarm bells. Back away and say, well, I will think about it, I will process it, and then I will give you my response. So give yourself time to really look at the situation. Don't do anything in haste. Okay? Forewarned is forearmed, Gemini. Okay. So let's have a look at the rest of June and what's in store for you. I mean, you've got fabulous cards. Here you are. Look, you know, the Empress. The Empress. Things are just going to fall into place for you in June. I want to say to you, it's like you're entering June with a whole new outlook, with a whole new way of seeing things. Maybe because you're walking down the slopes, down the mountain, that you're seeing the whole picture. You finally know what you're wanting, what direction you're wanting to move in, what changes you wanted to bring into your life, and you're feeling very strong and very confident about that. The Empress is also about the birth of a new business, the birth of a new child, the birth of a new relationship or a further commitment in a relationship, new ideas, new ventures. Okay, that is there's all that potential coming in for you. It's going to be different for each of you, but there is, for some of you, it's a move to a better house, to a better location, to a better spot, to a better part of the country. There's a move. For some of you, there's a move in work. For some of you, you're going to be promoted to a position where there is movement for you, there is travel for you around. For some of you, it's, well, I'm sick of working for other people and I'm going to start this new business. I'm going to start this new venture that I've always wanted to do. And now it feels right. Now I'm ready to do it because you've got this newfound confidence too. This new belief in yourself. So a lot of potential is there around you in June, and that's really going to hit you in the middle of June. It's really going to hit you then. You're really going to be very aware of what's there for you. It doesn't come without its hard work. You know, in order to reap those rewards, you are going to be busy, but you're going to so enjoy it. You're going to so enjoy what you're doing. You're going to enjoy the work. You're going to enjoy packing those boxes for the move, for relocating from one position in your work job to another, or a completely different job. You know, it's exciting. It's going to take work to get yourself established, but it's going to be very beneficial for you because there's a lot that you can reap. You know, you've done the work. It's now time to reap the rewards of it. You know, in a new business, there's going to be a new venture, there's going to be work there for you to do, but you're going to be reaping the benefits of that. So you're certainly going to see results. You're going to see results, which is absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. The Prince of Cups, you know, as far as relationships go, there's going to be a lot of thought there for you. There's going to be a lot of processing for you, and it's not just romantic relationships with this Prince of Cups. This is thinking before you take action. I feel like there's going to be a sorting through, a clearing out of people in your life that no longer serve you. And there's new people coming in, and so you're going to really not jump into it and be accepting of them, but really process, really think about who they are, what's behind the scene, listening to them speak and really listening to their words, looking at their actions. Are they genuine? And that's where this card comes in. Really, really being aware of who you're allowing into your circle, who you're embracing, because Geminis, you're just so embracing. You just like to socialize, but take your time with it, and you are able to make wise decisions. Don't let it be coloured by the past and past decisions. For some of you Gemini, it's someone new coming into your life. If you haven't already met them, it's someone that you're going to meet with partner potential, with relationship potential. That is there, and I feel like it's something that's going to be gradual. It'll unfold gradually and really come into something really nice for you, really solid for you. For those of you that are in a relationship, I feel like that card represents for you this, if there's this sort of quiet time in the relationship where you are both thinking about where you're going, what you're doing, where you're headed, what you're going to bring into your life, maybe a move, a relocation. There's this thought, this processing, the business end of the relationship before you take it to the next level, before you make that move. So it's like you know, not mad passion, but a real steady thought that's going to go into where to next for you. Okay. Not to worry though, it's nothing to worry about, because your final card is the Six of Wands. Haven't you had fabulous cards? Haven't you had fabulous cards? I think June is going to be such a good month for you. By the end of June, you're going to feel like, well, I can have my checklist. I've got my checklist and I can tick that off. I can tick that off because I've achieved this, I've achieved that. You'll be surprised how much you will achieve by the end of June. And it's not physically achieving either. It's also in spiritually and as far as planning goes, thought processes, goal setting, what you want to continue on with through the year, what direction your life is going to take, and you're feeling really confident, really good about the choices and decisions that you've made. There's going to be a few bumps along the way, little bumps along the way, but you will handle them beautifully. You will process them beautifully. Remember, June is not a time for making hasty decisions and choices. It is a time of thinking, of processing, drawing on past experiences, what you've learned. What have you taken with you from past hurts, past experiences? What have you learned? How have you changed? How has that changed your thought process? How are you making decisions differently? How are you viewing your self-worth? And I think you're doing really well, you know, and maintaining that, you're really going to be able to plot your course and meet people along the way that are going to support that, that are going to complement that. And it's not about taking a step backwards. It's about moving forward. So I think that June is going to be a very, very good birthday month for you, Gemini. So enjoy that. I'm also going to draw out a card from the Oracle of Visions for you, and let's see what the overall keynote of June is for you. Let's have a look. Wait till one falls out somewhere. I hope that this reading's been really good for you, that it resonates with you, and that it's going to help you along your journey for June. Let's see. Right. Huh. This is like Pandora's box. Isn't she beautiful? This is how you're feeling, very confident, very regal, very on top of things. And this is opening up Pandora's box, letting the sprite out, the last of the sprite, the surprises that are in store for you, the things that you can achieve. And I want to say to you too, the mischief you can get up to. So just behave yourself. Don't go too over the top, Geminis. But there is surprises in store for you in June. And I think the surprises are going to be just how successful you can be when you start making your own decisions and choices and moving things forward. Because you're quite regal. You're in control. You are in control of what comes to you in life. It's like an early birthday present. Fabulous. So there you go. That's absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give you another card because it is your birthday. Oh, there we go. That was quick, wasn't it? Can you see that? Get the glare off it. It is safe for you to receive. Happy birthday. I think it is. The more you allow yourself to receive, the more resources you have available to share with others. Open your arms to receive and be a conduit for good coming to you and through you as it blesses the world. Well, there you go. You're a conduit for good things to come through to you this month. Embrace it. Embrace it. Open your arms and receive it because you deserve it. So, happy, happy, happy birthday to you. Many blessings, my lovely Geminis. I hope you have a fabulous birthday month, and I will see you next month.